That music just makes you want to run through a wall, doesn't it, Josh?
Gets me going. Gets me going. Woo!
All right. Welcome to an NFL Breakdown Wild Card Weekend edition. My boy Josh Mancuso has joined me on the show. I'm Drew Bedard here for Honorable Mention Sports. We are once again sponsored this week by the Pick'em U app, which has added NFL Pick'em in there. So we're going to do that right there. That's very nice, Josh. We're going to do that at the tail end of the show here. Is we're going to go through Wild Card Weekend, and Josh is going to help me make my picks. Maybe I go with Josh's advice. Maybe I don't. I don't know. But
If
Josh,
you're smart, you will.
First of all, you look great. I mean, if you were a real New York Jets fan, you'd probably be really sad, I guess, all the time. But you do look terrific. How are you?
Thanks. Thank you. You look good as well. I like your Game Time Sidekicks hat up
Thank
there. Hey, yeah, rocking the Jets today. If you know, just this great gear here from Pro Standard, hooking me up. I'm kind of a Titans guy living here in Tennessee, but I think when I was talking to them, maybe they didn't have any Titan stuff they could send me at the moment. So I said, well, how about the Jets? I'd like to get on the Jets bandwagon and see what happens there. So, but they're not very good. So
yeah. So yeah, you got friends at Pro Standard. We've got friends at Alumni Hall who make great college gear. You just get great stuff. Game Time Sidekicks with the cups. We got friends at Smack Apparel that make Smack Talking shirts. Friends all over the place that make great apparel.
A lot of friends. So go Jets. Season's over, but
that's the New York Jets when, they run out with a flag and it's like the old Family Guy joke. Here's the first pitch and the season's over. So that's when the Jets run out the tunnel. Is usually the season's over. I don't know. They're about to pick a new coach, which brings us to our first part. We're going to talk about the news of the week, the NFL news of the week. Really is around coaches and GMs. So the coaches that were fired this week were the Patriots and Vol for Life, Gerard Mayo. We love him, but unfortunately, after 1 year let go in New England, the Raiders let go Antonio Pierce, which was, I'm not sure it was like a huge shock, but still, after 1 year, really 1.5 years at the Vegas Raiders, he is out the door. I think Tom Brady's got some influence there. And then the third one, which was not a shocker, was Doug Peterson was let go in Jacksonville. They're cleaning house and kind of starting over because they've got some really good young tools. But your thoughts on the coaching firing line this week?
Well, I'm not surprised at those coaches being fired. Big fan of Gerard Mayo. I honestly was surprised that he was chosen as the head coach. I didn't think he was really ready to be a head coach or he was a head coach guy. But I was excited because he's a Tennessee guy. So I hate it for him, but it's probably the right decision. I'd say all the guys that got fired probably was the right decision. We're going to try to see Mike Vrabel in here maybe somewhere. I don't know.
Right.
Patriots or somewhere. So yeah. I've put my application in to all these organizations.
Right. You're open and available.
Might get a call. So Jets especially. I'd like to coach them.
Yeah. When is your interview for the Jets? Was it after Rex Ryan or before Rex Ryan?
It's after Rex. Yeah. They're not going to go with Rex because he's already been there, done that. They need somebody new, fresh, young.
I tweeted that out this week or whatever you call it on X now posting. Was that the shocking thing about Rex Ryan is like, okay, he's been out of coaching, but he gets back on TV and now he's back. Like I'm telling you kids, just get a TV job and you can get any job that you want. JJ Redick got the Lakers job. Rex Ryan is interviewing for job. I mean, there were several TV personalities interviewing like Louis Riddick for GM jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, just do TV, man. And you can get a job.
That's it. You think Brady will ever coach?
No, but here's you. If I have I can get the breaking news. It's not breaking news, but I really do think that it could be possible. Here we go. I do think it could be possible that Brady becomes the new Vegas GM. So they just fired whatever his name was, Tom Telesaro, Timmy Ta. His name was Telesco, I think is his name, from the Vegas Raiders, and they fired him. So it feels like Tom is having an influence out there. So I would not be shocked if Tom, after the season is over and he fulfills his Fox commitment, if he leaves Fox and he goes to Vegas Raiders to be owner GM.
Yes.
Could you see that as a possibility?
I could see that happening. I mean, he's doing good in the booth. He's got that contract, I mean, he loves it there.
Is he doing good in the booth, though?
You don't think so? You don't like Tom in the booth?
I like Tom in the booth. I think he's doing good. I do like Greg Olson better. Hell, I like what's McElroy, Rory McElroy last night. Greg, what's his name? The Alabama
Greg McElroy. Yeah. Greg's good. He's really good.
Really good. He's really good with Sean McDonough last night. Like he's sharp. But what I'm saying is, Tom's not. He's going to get better and better and better. But I don't know. I wonder if he's going to say, "Oh, just this happened, and I'm part of the Raiders now." But I wonder if he wants to go and pick players for his teams because he knows the type of work ethic that goes into being a great player. And I think that's what you're already seeing is that he's having some influence there. He's going to have some influence over their quarterback decision or whatever player decision in the draft.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna want. That's why he's got some ownership in the Raiders because he's gonna want to be involved in the football game, not just an outsider at the booth commenting on the game. He's gonna want to have his hands in the pie. So yeah, I could see that happening. I could see him getting in there and he's got the money to do it, right? I mean, get in there.
He's fine on money. I'm just saying, could he be the general manager? I think it's possible. I mean, there's a lot of head coaches who are general managers. There's a lot of owners. Right. Well, maybe a few, maybe like Jerry Jones, but Jerry Jones, the actor, let's call him Jerry Jones, the actor from Landman. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Which was another big story this week. Okay. So that puts the coaching openings at the Patriots, the Raiders, the Chicago Bears, the New Orleans Saints, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and your New York Jets, and maybe the Cowboys, because I don't know what the heck. They would not give McCarthy permission to speak to other teams.
Yeah.
Are they going to wait for Sarkisian? I don't know. So those are the head coach openings. So now let's take a look at. I've got a graphic to pull up here of some of the top head coaching candidates, Josh.
Yes.
So let's take a look at that. And this is a few people. Some of these guys I've never heard of before, but certainly Mike Vrabel. You got him out there. Bill Belichick, who has a contract at UNC Chapel Hill, but who knows what happens. We put out a couple funny posts this week about where Bill could go. Bobby Slowick from the Texans, offensive coordinator. Ben Johnson is the number one name out there right now. The Lions. Aaron Glenn also at number 7 there. He's the Lions defensive coordinator. He's also a top candidate. Pete Carroll's come back into the mix. Former Seahawks head coach. Thought he was going to just kind of retire and run off and be done with that. I don't know who this Panthers defensive coordinator is, but the Panthers, I don't know how he would get his name into the mix. Maybe he's a great leader. So
or how to say his name.
Yes, Ejiro Evero. That's a cool name.
Yeah, I wish I had that name.
That's good. That's a cool name. Shane Waldron, the Bears offensive coordinator. They couldn't score more than 13 points all season. I don't know how that's possible. Brian Flores, definitely understand that one. He is known, but he is a very polarizing leader. His relationship with Tua in Miami when he was there, he was fired very quickly. That's when Mike, our boy, whatever his name is,
Mike
McDaniel's down there in Miami. Frank Smith, the Dolphins offensive coordinator. Okay. I mean, obviously they can put up some numbers. Al Harris, but let me give you a few more names. Again, Rex Ryan.
Rex Ryan coming in. Yeah.
Some guys that are not on here. Cliff Kingsbury. Definitely for the offensive coordinator for Washington Commanders. Obviously people know Cliff. Robert Saleh, the New York Jets former coach. He's going to be in the mix. And then, as I mentioned, Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian. So I've thrown you a bunch of names out there. Who do you like? Who do you think's going to end up where? Fill in the gaps for us here.
Yeah, I think Ben Johnson is the most desirable coach up here. If I'm looking for a coach, I'm looking at Ben Johnson for sure. Young, offensive minded. If I'm the Bears, maybe looking at him or, the Titans, but
It's rumored that he likes the idea of the Patriots job because of Drake May. So we'll see if that. But Vrabel obviously is going to be a top choice for the Patriots, former Patriot.
Right.
So go ahead.
That makes sense for Vrabel to go to the Patriots. I mean, I think it's a good spot for him. I don't think Sark is leaving Texas. That's just my 2 cents. I don't think his. I mean, Texas is nearly an NFL program. Right? They got all the kinds of money. They got all kinds of athletes. I mean, he's living his best life over there in Austin. So I don't think he would leave. Belichick, right. I think
unless Jerry Jones backs up a Brinks truck.
Right, which is possible.
Yeah, I've got one more name, but keep going.
Well, Belichick, I don't think Belichick leaves as well. Number 2 on this list, which is so interesting, according to this guy, when he's already committed to coaching at UNC, he's got players leaving other schools to come play for him at North Carolina. What a freaking crap show that would be if he pulled out and went to coach in the NFL. I mean, it'd be wild. I don't think he's going to do it.
He's left somebody at the altar before, as I've said, the New York Jets, so many years ago. Keep going.
That's true. He did do that. But yeah, Ben Johnson is sort of my top guy. That's who I want to see. I think wherever he goes, I think he has the potential to build a dynasty of a team. So that's my recommendation. Right, and I'm sure they're all listening to me. So
yeah, absolutely. So I got one more name to throw out there for you.
Let me guess.
His name,
Josh Heupel.
Primetime Deion Sanders.
So, Deion.
Yeah, if Shedeur, now he says he wants to coach Shedeur and Shiloh. Like, I don't mean to be mean because I love Deion Sanders. I think he's great. Shiloh is not an NFL player, but regardless, Shedeur is, and Shedeur will go sometime, probably in the top 10 picks. But what if the Cowboys, the Giants, some job says, okay, when Giants are going to stay with Daboll, but which I think is nuts, but what if some team comes calling? What if the Raiders select Shedeur? Like, this is a long time from now, though. The draft's in June, July,
April.
That's what I meant.
NFL draft.
That is in NFL terms and time. The season's going to be over in 3 weeks after the Super Bowl. 4 weeks from now. It's like 4 weeks from right now. But what do you think about it? Do you think Deion leaves Colorado?
Man, if he does, I don't think it's a good decision. He's only coached 2 or 3 years at Colorado, and it's not like he's, had 2 years. So it's not like he's had unbelievable success, and the logical next step is NFL. I think he's a good coach. I want to see Deion Sanders coach when it's not like just the Sanders show, right? When it's not just like Shedeur and Shiloh, and it's like his family and his team, and it's sort of that whole deal. Like, can he coach some other players that aren't his kids and be successful? I mean, I like to see him coach at Colorado for a few more years, trying to make them, a contender. And then maybe, he's not old, so he's got plenty of time, and then maybe get to the NFL later. So I would say no to Deion in the near future. And then Shedeur, great quarterback. I think first quarterback off the board would be Cam Ward, but
yes,
probably Shedeur. Shedeur made some insane throws this year. I watched him play.
No, it's the Penn State quarterback after that performance last night. He's got it. Drew Aller. Yeah.
Drew, he's got to come back for another year.
He's got to come back, and Carson Beck's coming back. Quinn Ewers is probably coming back to get their
after they lose to Ohio State, they're probably coming back. So
big game tonight. Okay, so let's play a game of connect the dots.
Connect four.
Okay, let's. Patriots are going to hire
Mike Vrabel.
Okay, the Las Vegas Raiders are going to hire.
I don't know, man. Flores.
Okay.
I'll go Flores on that.
Chicago Bears get
Ben Johnson.
Okay, so that's your prediction there. The Saints get.
They might go. They might go. Pete Carroll.
Okay, I like Aaron Glenn for that job because he's a former Saint.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
I changed my pick to Aaron Glenn. I want to be with you.
The Jags one, I have no frigging clue. Like, the Jags are a wild card. They hired Urban Meyer a few years ago. Like, they're.
Yeah, I think they'll probably still go for an offensive-minded head coach. Bobby Slowick, is that how you say his last name, or Frank Smith, and maybe I don't know, Shane Waldron. I feel like they might go offensive coordinator there, but I have no idea who would be good for that job. It's to me, it's a desirable job. It's in Jacksonville. It's sunny. You got good weather. You've got Trevor Lawrence, a generational talent QB. You've got some good players there. They just need somebody to come in there and put it all together.
So Caleb said that on one of our other shows where he said Trevor Lawrence, generational quarterback, and somebody put in the YouTube comments, generational quarterback? Question mark. I thought that was great.
Well, maybe
is
he's not.
He, or does he just have generational hair? I don't know.
He does have great hair.
Great, just great. He should. I don't know how Pantene Pro V hasn't signed him up for a deal yet. All right, and last one, the Jets. I don't know.
Oh, crap. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know, man.
I don't know on the Jets.
Yeah, are they just going to get some no-name coordinator? Who was that guy that they hired who had the weirdest press conference a few years ago? The dude who had the wild eyes, but forget it.
Maybe the Jets would go after Pete Carroll. And Pete Carroll's he's just getting up there in age, right? He's getting older.
Right, he's in his late 70s and mid 70s.
That's pretty old, but I mean, if they need some stability,
I got one other name to throw out there, Nick Saban. He's not in the mix right now. Obviously.
Nicky Saban.
I don't know. I think Dion is a better chance. Like if I was. I think it's less than 50-50, but I think there's a chance because he is a marketing guy. He wants to be doing things. I think him being separated from Shador is going to be really tough, even though he has this 5-star quarterback, Julian something coming in. He's got a 5-star. He's going to have good talent. He's going to compete in the Big 12, but I think that's a realistic one. I do have one more candidate I want to throw out there. I forgot about this one, and it is this guy coming on screen. It's Coach Lance. Is he going to be in the mix?
Look at that guy. That looks like a head football coach right there. That's an NFL caliber head
good-looking dude. So yeah,
that's good. Thanks for that's a great picture.
That's a blast from the past, Coach Lance.
A name that wasn't on that CBS list is Todd Monken from Baltimore.
Yes, Todd Monken. I had him on a list as well.
I could see him as a Jacksonville coach.
Yes, I think that's a good one. Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator from the Bills, is being thrown around as well.
Yeah.
And again, I think we've discussed just about everybody, but Joe Brady and Todd Monken, I think those two guys get jobs too. I think those are those. Yeah, you're talking.
I think if they want them, they'll get the jobs. I do believe that. It's just a matter, do they want to leave? Those are both good teams. They're both Super Bowl contenders, so they may have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl if they stick where they're at for a couple more years. But
okay.
Monken.
All right, it is time. We are going to head to picking with the Pick'em app. It's going to have an NFL Pick'em now. Yeah. And I've got to get this pulled up here in just a second. But Josh is going to help me go through Wild Card Weekend and see who is deserving of our love and affection, who is going to win this weekend. So, all right, give me just a second. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. All right, here we go. We're going to bring this in. Okay. This is pretty cool technology here. I'm bringing it in live. So this is my phone screen.
I don't even know how you're doing that. That's outstanding.
Yeah. See, look at that. So you're going to get text messages from my wife and everything else on here, which is going to be a little weird when it happens, but
yeah,
it's fine.
When she's like, "You having that sexy Josh Mancuso on your show again?"
If she ever says that, I'm going to be upset. So, okay, here we go. And so you've got the honorable mention sports college football postseason, which is right here. And that's I got Notre Dame. I've got Texas for tonight.
You got that.
In that case. Yeah, I know everybody's on the Ohio State bandwagon. I just love Texas's up front, both defensive line and offensive line. I just love, and I don't know. I picked Texas to win the whole thing, so we'll see. But I do think it's funny that Luke, our producer for the college football pick'em show, is there at number 1. So if anybody wants to play, Josh Mancuso coming in at number 7, brother Caleb at number 8. I'm in the 9 spot.
Yeah,
feeling pretty good. but we've got some good competition there.
Luke in there. You know what I did, Drew? Is I picked Notre Dame on the show, but I forgot to pick it in the Pick'em app.
Come on, dude.
So
that would have been great. Yeah, I had Notre Dame. I felt good about that one.
So I would be up
night,
higher if not for that. So, anyways.
Yeah, I picked Notre Dame, and I've got Texas tonight. So, but you do have a new option up here. You can click on the NFL tab and go to the HMS NFL playoffs pick'em. So let's get into this, man.
That looks good.
All right, Chargers. Is this Chargers at the Texans? Is that right?
I don't think it's at.
I think that's at.
It's at San Diego.
I think it's at San Diego.
Dang.
No, it is. It's in Houston.
Is it?
Houston. Yeah, it is. So it's in Houston. The line is -3. So if you're a betting person, the Pick'em app is great for people who don't want to bet. You just want to play with your friends and have a good time picking. I believe I have my pick right now is to go with the Chargers, but I'd like you. How are you feeling about that?
I will side with you on that. I'm a big fan of CJ Stroud. Love how he plays the game. Love everything about the kid. Nico Collins, great threat there. He was in my fantasy team. But I think it's Justin Herbert's year. He's been too accurate, too good this year. Ladd McConkey.
And Jimmy Harbaugh.
Harbaugh. Football. Yeah, they're going to get it done. They're going to win this game. Give me the Chargers.
So tomorrow afternoon, we're going to go with the Chargers. Right, so there you go. My pick is saved.
Pick them. You picked them.
I picked them. All right. Second game. That first game is on CBS and Paramount Plus. And as you know, if you select Paramount Plus, you have 6 days left for your free trial, as Nikki Glazer said on the Golden Globes the other night. All right, second game is exclusive on Prime Video. It's Steelers at the Ravens. I don't know how you don't go with the Ravens at home. Baltimore favored by 9.5. Steelers have been on a losing streak. One thing I do think is going to happen in this game, Josh, I think you're going to see Justin Fields in this game. I think Russell Wilson has been trailing off as we've gotten later in the season. So I'm going to go with the Ravens. Your thoughts?
I'm with you. I think Russell starts the game, plays the first half. The Ravens are smashing them. They bring in Justin to try to make something happen. He probably makes a couple big throws that gets him a touchdown or two, but the Ravens pull away. Lamar's too much, baby. He runs it, throws it. He might throw it to himself.
Henry. Yeah, Zay Flowers is out, but with Mark Andrews in Baltimore, I think Lamar's still got his tools. And he's got his two legs and 2 feet, and that usually makes a huge difference. So I do agree with you. I think Russell Wilson, and one of the things that Justin Fields brings to the game is that Russell Wilson can scramble, but Justin Fields has scrambling ability of a running back. And I just think they're going to look for that at some point. If the passing game isn't working or if they want to do some more QB draws and different things like that, you're going to see Justin Fields. But I'm with you. I'm going with the Ravens tomorrow night on Prime. All right, Sunday games. So 1:00 game is the Broncos at the Bills. I absolutely love the Broncos lately. I love Bo Nix. Buffalo is favored by 8.5. If I'm going to do this and I'm going to lock in my pick, I do think the Bills are going to win at home. It's probably going to be 14 below in Buffalo. I love Bo Nix. I love what they're doing in Denver. I think they keep it close. I think they cover. So I think they probably lose by 3 or 7. So I think they cover the spread, but I do like the Bills at home. Your thoughts?
Same. I like the Bills at home, and I think it's their rushing attack. Actually, I think James Cook.
Let James Cook.
Yeah, I like Cook. I think Josh Allen gonna run it some too. But this is crazy, Drew. You compare Bo Nix, rookie in this year, Josh Allen, seasoned, and if one of the best out there.
And Bo Nix is older than he is.
Bo Nix is his grandfather. Bo Nix. More passing yards and more touchdowns than Josh Allen. Can you believe that is insane to me that Bo Nix comes in first year in the league but also more interceptions. So I think
but the Denver Broncos have found their quarterback.
Oh
Bo
my
Nix
gosh,
is going to be their quarterback.
Generational quarterback. I would even say.
Generational talent. We have generational talents all over the place.
Yeah, I love Bo Cephas Nix.
Yes.
So the Bills win this game.
Yep. Okay. Bills at home.
Yep.
Love it.
Great
All
job,
right.
Drew.
The
You're rocking it.
4:30 game on Saturday on Fox
Yep.
is the
Yep.
Packers at the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
What do you
think,
think?
yeah, I'm wavering on this one. I just don't think the Packers have enough for the Eagles and Saquon Barkley. I think the Packers are going to try to take away the running game and turn the Eagles into a passing team. That's what most people try to do. But Jalen Hurts has been a little bit better down the stretch. If I was a betting man, which I am at times, Philly -5, I'd probably pick a cover on that one. So I'd probably pick the Packers if I was betting, but I'm going to take, if it's just straight up money line or if it's just straight up pick 'em, I'm going to take the Eagles at home. Your thoughts?
Upset alert! Upset alert!
Oh, here we go.
I'm taking the Packers, son. I think you should consider the Packers
Okay.
in this because the Eagles. One, AJ Brown is questionable, but he'll probably play, I would think. But I just feel like the Eagles, they're so good, but I just feel like they're going to fold, and they do fold sometimes when they get to the playoffs, and they're going to rely too much on Saquon Barkley, going to force Hurts into some positions, and the Packer defense. I just feel like I don't know. I think if there's something, there's a upset of brewing. I like Jordan Love. Josh Jacobs, great run. I mean, overshadowed by Barkley because Barkley's got 10,000 yards rushing this year. But I think
Did he get over 10,000? He got over 10,000.
I think I'm not going to say I'm picking the Packers, okay? But my goal is trying to convince you to pick. I'm thinking if you're looking for an upset in the first round, this is the one.
I think that is an interesting pick. I'm going to go with the Eagles, but I like what you're saying. I think the Packers, they're a cold weather team. They've got a chance to go in there and upset the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to take the safe pick, but
that's safe. Play it safe.
Yeah, that's the way you like to play it, Drew. Okay, next one that would be Sunday night. I love this 3 games on Sunday. This is going to be great. God, it's going to be so good.
Yeah.
I love this matchup in prime time. It's on NBC and Peacock.
Yep.
I'm not going to say what the alternate name for Peacock is. That's what you guys do that on the college show when you're talking about South Carolina.
Yes.
All right. This is a tough one. Maybe the spread is Tampa Bay -3.
Yep.
Basically taking the home team to win there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I don't know. I am going to go. I just want to give a shout out to Baker Mayfield and Jaden Daniels for that matter. But Baker Mayfield, these stats on the season: 4,500 yards, 41 TDs, and 16 interceptions. I mean, Baker these last 2 years in Tampa Bay, he's been balling. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those Carolina days, or like when he, got traded or like signed as a free agent to the Rams to play in LA. Hey, but prayers for LA. I know that's your beloved second hometown.
Yeah.
I hate what they're going through with these wildfires. So I'm praying for everybody in LA that
losing
your home, losing a family member, losing a home, it's awful. So praying for LA. We just had a natural disaster here in East Tennessee, and it is not fun. So praying for everybody in LA.
Now you like Jaden Daniels. You're a big Jaden Daniels guy.
I know.
Now.
I'm going with it. I'm going with the Commanders away in Tampa Bay. I'm going with it. I'm going with the Commanders. What are your thoughts?
Well, I want to go with the Commanders. I love Jaden Daniels. Love all Terry McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
Love that guy. But you cannot bet against Baker Mayfield right now and Mike Evans. Mike Evans,
future Hall of Famer Mike Evans.
Unbelievable. That guy, I mean, he's worth $1 gazillion to that team. And so at home, Tampa Bay, I think Baker slings it and Evans catches a couple touchdowns. Yeah, give me.
All right, so you might take the Packers and you're going to take the Bucks. I'm going to take the Commanders. I do think that is a toss-up game. I think it comes down to the fourth quarter. I love Jaden Daniels in pressure situations. I love Baker in pressure situations. I mean, those dudes love those moments. So, but I'm going to take.
My fear with Jaden Daniels is he's also their team's leading rusher. So because they just don't have the rushing attack that they need in order to compete at that, and so they're winning games just based on Jaden Daniels being Jaden Daniels, which is great. I don't know how far that'll get them to playoffs, and Could get him this first win, but I'm taking the experience of Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans.
All right, I like that a lot.
You
I
gonna make
like
a
your
pick?
reasoning. I am going to pick the Commanders. There it is. I'm going to lock it in. All right, our last game, which I love. This goes 3 days. We got a college football playoff game tonight, and then we got NFL playoffs all weekend long, all the way leading to. Okay, so this game has changed a little bit. So it's Vikings at the Rams, but now we're playing at a neutral site because they were going to play at SoFi in LA, but with the wildfires, they've moved to Arizona. They've moved to the home of the Arizona Cardinals, which makes it a more of a neutral site game. And now the Minnesota Vikings were favored by 1.5. Now they're favored by 3. This is a tough one for me because I love the Rams. I love McVay. I love Stafford. I love Williams at running back. I love Puka Nacua. I just love the Rams. And the Vikings' performance last week against the Lions, who are just world beaters right now.
Yeah.
But the Lions and Vikings faced off for the number 1 seed. They're on, what was that, Sunday night?
Yeah.
And the Lions kind of manhandled them.
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't know. I think the safe pick is the Vikings, but I'm going to go with the Rams with my heart. I'm going with the Rams. Yeah.
You sure you want to do that?
Well, you talk me off the ledge there.
I mean, this is a Vikings team that seems like they're destined
for the second, third round here.
The Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, this team is good. I mean, Sam Darnold's having the year of a lifetime. Who would have thought that this would be happening?
This is a hard one for me.
Justin Jefferson, I mean, 100 catches, 1,500 yards. This guy, I mean, it's hard to bet against Matt Stafford. At any point, he's just so talented. He's a competitor. He's going to find ways to win.
Right, but do they have the roster?
Nacua, I don't think they do. I think the Vikings learned from this loss to the Lions, and they bounced back, saying, "Oh, holy crap! Maybe we're not as great as we think we are. We got to get our crap together. It's playoff time. Let's go beat some Rams." Now, I like the Rams. I'm an LA guy, and my grandfather, the great Jim Mancuso, had an opportunity to play for the Rams a little bit. And
get out of here.
Yeah, he got hurt, wasn't able to continue. But I'm going against them. Yeah, the Vikings are too good. I think they show up.
Okay, I'm going to pick the upset. I know it's not going to be popular. I am going to pick the upset in the Rams, but I think you're probably safer picking Vikings. But I'm going with it. I think it might come out to be stupid on Monday night. Like,
you didn't listen to me at all these last 3 games. You went against my recommendations.
Well, that's the whole point. Is like two buddies who are arguing about football. That's what the world is made up of.
That's what we do.
Beautiful women and buddies who argue about football.
That's it.
Yes. All right, I'm locking in the Rams. I'm going with it. By the way, there's a little ad on here from our friends at Leatherhead Sports. I'm going to show you what that looks like. But
how about that?
Yeah, Leatherhead's pretty cool, man. They make custom footballs and stuff. So
I'd like to have some. You're going to give me some of those? I'd like that.
Yeah, gifts for sports enthusiasts. So
I'm a sports enthusiast.
This is what we should do when we're going through like selecting gear from Alumni Hall. Is like, man, because the Tennessee section on Alumni Hall is. It makes me sweat. It's so hot.
Too many options. Just
there you go. Handsome Dan football or a bourbon old fashioned football from Leatherhead, and you can get them embroidered. It's pretty cool.
Gosh, I would like that.
Yep. There you can get. I can get 10% off today by just locking that in.
Do it.
Well, buddy, thank you for helping me with my picks. I believe you're probably right on a couple of those, but I had to do it. I had to go with my heart.
I'm questioning the Packers versus the Eagles. I mean, how you gonna bet against Saquon Barkley in the year he's had and the Eagles defense? I don't know. I don't know if like Packers just somehow are gonna make some magic, but I feel like I'm probably wrong on that one.
We'll see.
Go Jets, baby. Go Jets. Go Titans.
Yes, the Titans hopefully will reload.
Yeah,
I look for my one big surprise. It's not going to be that big of a surprise, but I think the Patriots are going to have a great offseason. I think they're going to add some tools. They could add Travis Hunter potentially. They have a ton of cap space. Watch out for the Patriots in the offseason.
So the Titans, they got number 1 pick for sure.
That's right, Titans.
So if you're the Titans, who are you taking?
Okay, this is a great thing to end on. If you are the Tennessee Titans, who are you taking? I love Cam Ward. I love Cam Ward. I know everybody doesn't love what he did in the Pop-Tarts Bowl by sort of like opting out. And yes, I would have liked it if he had gone back in and helped his team. But I love his story. I love that he has faced adversity and people have counted him out his whole career. I think he's a super talented kid. I'm rooting for him. So Cam Ward's my pick.
Cam Ward's your pick. Okay. I mean, I think that's a likely pick to happen. Personally, I feel like they picked Malik Willis. They picked Will Levis. These are not working out. They're banking on these rookie quarterbacks. I feel like I would maybe, if I was a GM, I would look at, hey, let's make a trade for an already
and get a bunch of
picks, and then get some more picks, get some more skill players, get some offensive linemen. That's what I would do. But I'm not in charge.
Well, you might be, because they are looking for a GM right now. They did. That was they fired Ram Carthon. So
make Detroit an offer they can't refuse. Get Hendon Hooker down here to Nashville,
or Joe Milton,
or get Jolton Joe. But I'd say you get. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Joe headed out to Las Vegas.
I love that.
The Raiders, right? He just seems like a Raiders kind of guy. Like he would work.
Patriots down and out. Don't even need to win. Patriots fans wanting him to lose, and Joe wills them to a victory against the Buffalo second team. But man, I love Joe Milton. Love your idea of Hendon Hooker.
Great. Let's go.
All right. So I'm saying Cam Ward. You're saying if I'm the Titans GM, I trade back and get a bunch of picks
and get some picks. That's right. Trade back, get some picks, and then whoever your first pick ends up being, I would say make it a lineman or maybe a
wide receiver,
a skill player. Yeah.
Right. Skill player. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Well, that'll close us out. Josh, thanks for being on the NFL Breakdown this week. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for having me. You're the best NFL host on the internet.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're going places, right? We're going places.
All
right. Enjoy the weekend, everybody. College football